Okay, this is my updated review of Legends of Tomorrow through the first 9 episodes. I'd like to go over a few things, some good points, some bad points, and some stuff that's to come that I find interesting. Let's start from the top. Rip Hunter. Rip Hunter, the more we learn about his past, the more it seems like there's a lot more we need to know. I like what they've shown so far. I like the development of the character. I like that he's not as arrogant as he used to be. And he seems to... Sometimes I don't think he knows what he's doing. I think he just seems to be putting this together as he goes along. I thought he had a plan, but it just seems like he doesn't know what he's doing. I'd like to see more of his past and his connection to the Time Masters. I've been disappointed with the Time Masters so far. I thought they were going to be a major threat to this. Yeah, they keep sending Kronos after him, but they also sent another Time Master after him who happened to be Rip Hunter's mentor at one point. You would think that he'd be going after Rip Hunter a lot more than he is, but he's not so far. We're 2/3 of the way through the season, and I'd like to see more with the Time Masters. This coming season's episode, if they go through it, which I don't think they will, and kill that kid off that we see in the previews, this could have serious repercussions with history, and with the Time Masters. They're not going to be happy. That is Per Degaton, the kid. If you will go back to episode 1, and where he talks about dangerous dictators of history, one of them he mentioned, besides Hitler, was Per Degaton. Per Degaton was a time traveler from the future who stole a time machine and went into the future, stole futuristic tech, and took it back in time to conquer the Earth. He was a villain of the Justice Society of America, and so I'm wondering if this is leading up to what's coming up for season 2, with what I know of who the new hero that's going to be reintroduced in the finale, if the rumors are correct. It may link to the Earth 2 universe, so this should be interesting. Hawkman and Hawkgirl. I was so liking this couple. Then they killed Carter Hall off. Yeah, I know, somewhere down the line they'll probably bring back a new reincarnation of him. We just have to wait. I like the character. Yeah, he seemed a little moody. Why do all male superheroes seem to be moody in comic books? I want to see more. Bring him back. I want to see more. But Kendra, I find it interesting that her lover hasn't been dead very long, and she's already started hitting on Ray Palmer, and it got very serious in that last episode where they're stuck back in time to the point where Ray was about to propose to her when the Wave Rider finally caught up with them and came back and got them. I'm not sure if I like the Ray Palmer Kendra Sanders love story. I'd rather see her with Hawkman, but I'm a huge Golden Age Hawkman Hawkgirl fan, and would rather see them together again. Captain Cold. I think the two main characters everybody loved in this series are Captain Cold and Martin Stein. A little bit more on Martin Stein in a minute. I'm very happy with the way his character has evolved. Was not thrilled when it looked like he killed Mick Rory Heatwave off in that one episode. I was so glad to see that all he did was leave Mick behind in the past, stranded, and made everybody think that he had killed Mick Rory. Cold's getting a little soft for me, I think. I think he's just... I think he's turning into a hero, which I like. I think it should be interesting to see the development of what goes on between Rory and him from now on. I do think... Am I the only one who noticed that when he was in the sick bay and Rip Hunter regrew him a hand, and there was did anybody else notice the Doctor Who reference when he told Gideon to start the regeneration process to regenerate a new hand. I mean, I don't think that was a coincidence. Martin Stein, Victor Garber. I did not realize until somebody pointed out to me that he played the ship designer, architect in Titanic, the James Cameron movie. But after I realized it, I'm thinking back to that movie, which bored me to tears. I hate chick flicks, and that was a chick flick. I remembered him. I'm like, good Lord, man, I can't believe I did not realize that was him. He is becoming probably, I think, one of the more popular characters on this show. I think he makes this show. I never thought, with a whole bunch of young people on this show and one old man, that the old man would steal the show. But he is proven to be a character by himself, even without the help of an alternate secondary character creating the character Firestorm. Martin Stein is a hero on his own. He proved that in the Time Pirates episode and other stuff where he turned out to be a pretty cool character. The Gulag episode with in Russia, I thought that was funny how Captain Cold says to the other characters, me and Roy are good at prison breaks, which was funny, which was a nod to the TV series that him and Dominic, the actor who played Heatwave, starred as brothers in a TV series called Prison Break on Fox, which they're bringing back as a limited series in the fall. That should be interesting. Kind of disappointed that they killed Valentina Vostok off. I think they did. I have a very bad feeling that her and Arcadian, that was the Russian soldier that Cold got into a fight with, will be back. In the comic books, Arcadian merged with Ronnie and Martin Stein into a new form of Firestorm. I don't see that happening since Ronnie's supposedly dead, but it should be interesting to see if they bring him back. Ray Palmer, Jefferson. I don't know. They don't seem to be doing much with him. He's more of seems to be comedy relief a lot of the times. I don't like that. I'd like to see them use him more. He's had some good scenes and he's done some great things, but I don't know. I miss Ronnie. Let's be honest. I miss Ronnie Raymond. He was the Firestorm. Ray Palmer, the Atom. I still can't look at him without flinching and thinking of that horrible movie he did, Superman Returns as Superman. It had to be one of the worst Superman movies in history, and that's saying a lot. There's been some bad ones. Superman 3, or was it 4? Or 5, or both of them, and I don't know if there was another one after that. But those movies were horrible, and so was Superman Returns, which ironically was a sequel to those movies. But I digress. But I'm loving him as Adam. I love him as Ray Palmer. Not too sure about him and Kendra as a love interest. But I'm waiting to see where that goes. And the fact that, spoiler alert, that there is a scene where apparently he grows to a giant size, that will be interesting. That sounds more like an Ant-Man ripoff. But let's see where it goes. White Canary, I said from the beginning I was not happy with the character. I'm seeing some potential in her. I'm liking the character, especially after the Ra's al Ghul League of Assassins episode in the 60s, where she went back to Nada Parbat. So let's see where that goes. I heard rumors that Ra's al Ghul is going to be joining Legends next season. I don't know if that's true, but it should be interesting. Vandal Savage is getting tiresome. I think it's time to end this storyline and go on to something else because he's boring me to tears. I like the character, I like the actor, but it's overdone. It's time to go on. That's what drives me nuts about Flash and Arrow. They do one storyline the whole season, and at some points it's dragged on too far, and it's dragged on too far with the Legends of Tomorrow. So let's get this over with soon, please. I'm begging you. I'm hearing that one of the future storylines is going to take place possibly on Earth 2 because we have some Earth 2 heroes during World War II. I know that the original Red Tornado, Ma Huggle, which was a woman who wore a pot on her head, cookie pot on her head, and became dressed up like a superhero, is one of them, plus Our Man and Sandman. This should be interesting, and they're also adding Jonah Hex, Sergeant Rock, into this storyline. So it's got to be World War II. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. I think it's a foreshadowing, because like I said, we got Per Degaton coming up. That's an Earth 2 villain in this week's episode. Plus, we have, from what I'm understanding, we know that a beloved DC hero is to appear at the end of the season, generating what's going to be Season 2's storyline. I'm hearing that the actor from Suits, who's playing him, I thought he was going to be Hal Jordan Green Lantern, because we had a hint of him in Flash a few months ago when the Ferris aircrafts went out of business because the jet test pilot disappeared. I was close. Apparently he's going to turn out to be Alan Scott, the original Golden Age Green Lantern, which is an Earth 2 hero. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. And I hope they don't screw up the character. Last but not least, we got Jonah Hex. I've seen trailers for this episode in the Wild West. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be huge. And I think it's going to be well done. This whole series has been well done. I'm looking forward to Season 2. I'm glad that they renewed it. Later today or in the next couple of days, I will be doing reviews of Supergirl and Flash. I am caught up on both of them, but I'm behind about 2 or 3 weeks on Arrow. Just hasn't sparked my interest in the last couple of weeks, but I will be doing a review on him too as soon as I get a chance. As soon as I get any more information on other things, I will be in touch. You all have a good day.